Morning everybody, welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. Today I want to do a garden tour. It's the beginning of December. It's a beautiful day here in the North Houston area, and why not get out here and show y'all what I got going on. So let's go. Okay, before we start the garden tour, I want to give a special shout out to a young man named Logan. I have been promising him a video on peppers, and I just haven't had the time to knock out that video. But Logan, the video will be coming out for you very, very soon. All right? Okay, so let's start this garden tour right over here. Okay, so those are shallots, and I just saw it. I got another one coming up right there. Awesome. I planted 5 shallots in here, and we got 4 coming, so that's cool. I'm actually excited. I did not see that earlier. Isn't it awesome to get in your garden and see things that you completely had no clue about? Every day for me. All right, let's continue. Okay, I wanted to show this bed here. I've had this bed for about 5 years. It's wooden. It was eventually going to do this, but just look at how crazy that is. Just falling apart, rotten, and I still have everything in here growing, so that's really cool. I do have a new metal bed on its way. I'm not going to do wooden beds anymore for that reason right there. So metal is the way to go, at least for me. These cardinal basils are so pretty, y'all. If you have not grown these, I suggest growing them. It's a really good smelling basil, and on top of that, it's just beautiful. Adds a beautiful color to your garden. We got jalapenos still growing even now in December. Those things are still going good. The asparagus, this is the first year I've had the asparagus, so I've got 2 more years really until I could really start harvesting them. But it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do right there. These okras, they are at the end of their cycle, and as you can see, dead and completely dried out, and some that are still growing. These will be coming out very, very soon, like at the end of this video. I'll be honest with y'all, I do not remember what I planted here. These are melons, I know that for a fact. I just don't know what kind. And nothing is really growing in here, honestly, which I'm not surprised. All of these were old seeds that I had that I just threw out here to get stuff growing and to keep the soil alive. That's the only reason I really even planted this bed at all. But things have grown. The cold weather's not going to allow these to continue, though. That is for sure. Okay, if y'all remembered at the last one, I tore out all this, and I still have not attacked this corner yet, but I will, I swear. Okay, so we have more okras that are just pretty much done, and even though it's this time of the year, they're still growing. I mean, look at the size of that beast right there. Still doing really well. Eggplants are still doing good. Got a good size one right there. Now I will say I'm really surprised the eggplants are still growing. We've had some temperatures down in the 40s. I figured they'd pretty much be done, but they're not. Just wanted to show y'all there's more okra right there. Still growing. This is blowing my mind, y'all. We got beans in here that are growing really well. I mean, look at that. They're starting to really come on in this corner. Squashes and zucchinis and stuff. That again, I had old seeds. I thought I'd throw them out here and see what they would do. Maybe I could get 1 or 2 squash or zucchinis before the really cold weather comes, and everything has grown really well, just nothing has produced. But there are flowers there. So I could hand pollinate if I want to. I'm just gonna let nature do its thing. Not tripping at all. As we as we move on down, these are tomatillos right here. I am shocked that are actually growing this time of year and that are actually putting on flowers and buds. So that's exciting to me. Got some walking onions there. The carrots are starting to produce very sporadically, but the true leaves are starting to come on. And of course, there's weeds in here that need to come out. But anyway, so the carrots are doing good. I'm pleased with what I'm seeing. Remember, I put like 6 different types of carrots in this one little section. So if even a few of each of those grow, I'll be very happy. I'm not really tripping on the carrots. I would just really like something growing in this section of the garden over the winter for sure. Coming on down, these are all the beets. Got 3 different types of beets in here. They're doing okay. I did not come back and thin them like I really needed to. So I don't really know what all is going to happen here. I don't know if we're going to have some good ones, some bad ones, none. I don't know. Just letting it go. This is the fall winter time frame. So to me, anything that grows is just a bonus. So we'll see. This bed right here might look crazy. I mean, we got marigolds, Carolina Reaper, pepper plants that are just, maybe they'll come back and do something next year. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave them alone though. Lots of basil in here, and then look at all the onions. So this bed's doing really well. I'm very pleased with what I'm seeing in this bed, because for once I have something that's actually growing in this bed. As I flip around to this one, look at all the growth in here, y'all. Now again, this is the bean and pea bed that I planted for the fall here. I did make a mistake, and I will totally show you all the mistake I made. And I will not do this again next year. But what I was thinking is that I would plant beans, peas, beans, peas, beans, peas. Well, that was really stupid. Let me show you why. In this section right here, lots of peas are growing. Really good too. And then the beans are right beside it. And as you can see, we're finally putting on the beans on this plant. So you got some more right down in there. So these are doing really well, but here's where I messed up. If we swing on over here, these are yellow wax beans. And then we got beans right here that are just going crazy, going up all these trellises. But what you don't see is that I planted a bunch of peas in here. And as you can see, yeah, the peas have been overrun by the bean plants. So that was my bad. I wasn't thinking. And oh, hey, look at that. It's actually the time to get in here and start harvesting beans. I haven't been out here in a few days, y'all, so I'm actually seeing this along with y'all. Oh yeah, there's a lot of beans in here. Sweet. But I did not think that through. And again, over here, beans. These peas have actually grown up. Of course, I haven't had any pea pods yet this year. In this bed, I know it's time to harvest. Yep, look. We got lots of beans in here that need to be harvested. Oh yeah, look right there. Okay, so I know what I'll be doing here shortly. But that bed is doing phenomenal. The basil's doing really well. The sweet alyssum has come back from basically being dead over the summer and all that heat. These Thai basils about to be cut out. They're done for the year. What's really cool about basil, y'all, is these will come back next year. I don't have to transplant these at all. I don't have to buy new seeds or anything. They just constantly volunteer themselves and come back. And look at these marigolds. These are my favorite marigolds. Look at how just unbelievably beautiful those flowers are. Even if you don't like marigolds, you can't deny how beautiful those are. I just love them. But this bed's doing great, for sure. Okay, we're gonna turn our attention over this way. We're about done. I always say that when we get about to this point, don't I? Okay, these pea plants are doing really well. Again, I have not had any pea pods yet, which kind of bums me out because I love coming in the garden, grabbing a couple pea pods off the plants, eating them as I'm doing my thing out here, and I haven't been able to do that yet. So hopefully that's going to change soon. The container garden is doing really well. As you can see, even the banana tree is still doing good. I really need to trim this up. I haven't done that yet. But everything over here is doing really, really well. Back to this bed, the spinach is doing good. All of these squash plants are actually doing good, even though there's powdery mildew on the top. The flowers are growing. The plants are all doing really well. I'll be totally honest, I don't expect these to last much longer. As soon as the really cold weather comes, they're all going to be gone. And that's fine. I'm absolutely fine. I had old seeds that I just wanted to get in the ground, get stuff growing, keep the soil alive. But once these all die out, I will amend this entire bed and prep it for spring, because these two beds are going to be very vital for what I'm going to do next year. At least that's my thought process. But that'll be more. But I'll explain more about that down the road. Coming on down, the radishes are still doing good. Now, I harvested all of those radishes yesterday, so they are out. But still have some white radishes in here that hopefully will start popping up, I hope. We got some black radish, some Chinese red meat radishes over here that are still under the ground. Hopefully these 60-day radishes will start popping up out of the ground here in the next week or so, I hope. But either way, the growth in there, they're all doing great. Now let's move over to that bed. Okay, this bed, I'm absolutely in awe of this bed. This bed has done so good, and I wasn't expecting it, I'll be completely honest. But let me show you what's going on here. So all of these plants here, all of these plants are potato plants, and they are growing like crazy. So I'm expecting there to be a lot of potatoes under that soil once I'm ready to harvest all that. Beside it, we've got these Swiss chards that are doing really well, that I did the harvest and taste video on. Those lettuces are doing really, really good. First time I've ever grown these, and they're actually growing. Obviously, that's a bonus. And then look at all the garlic. Y'all, the garlics are going crazy. Just doing so well. These 5 right here are the elephant garlics. Then I've got some pink Chinese garlic in here and some Transylvania garlic right over here. Got a pineapple plant that my mom gave me that I will be up potting like soon. Another pineapple plant, a couple actually in this pot that are about to get up potted. And then just some more container gardening I got going on right here. Peppers and the cherry trees, and whoops, the cherry trees right in there. Got some banana peppers. So yeah, y'all, garden is doing great. I cannot complain, especially when I didn't expect there to be a lot going. I forgot this bed right here. Swing over to this bed right here. Good grief, Chad. Still haven't put anything in here. This is prepping for spring. You can see the freaking peppermint everywhere. We got a really good size eggplant right there that I need to actually harvest. Some Rampincati zucchini plants are doing really well. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. That one I don't expect to survive. I don't think that one got pollinated, but we'll see. But I did have one Rampincati zucchini that was pollinated and is growing really well. Like I thought yesterday, this one is blossom end rotted. It's no good. But look at those two right there. So I'm gonna at least have one really good zucchini, and then this one I'm pretty sure is going to make it also. So we'll see. But this bed is doing okay. Not upset with it. Here in the next few weeks or so, or definitely by January, the majority of this garden is going to be completely cut down and ready for spring. Which, let's talk about spring real quick. I know it's just the beginning of December, and you're like, Chad, what in the world are you talking about spring for? Because it's around the corner, y'all. It's around the corner. If you have not ordered your spring seeds yet, I highly suggest y'all do it very soon. Don't wait until the seed companies, no matter where you get your seeds, don't wait for them to get overrun with orders and the seeds take longer than they should. Order your stuff now. Prepare your gardens now. In the next few weeks, I'm going to have videos coming out about starting your seed trays, prepping your gardens, thinking about your gardens, planning your gardens, just everything like that will be the next month or two of videos that will be coming out, along with some stuff I'm going to be doing inside, in the kitchen. And I hope everyone enjoys those videos because I'm going to have fun making them. But hey, everyone, if y'all enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the garden tour here in December and you see what is growing here in Zone 9B now, I am not in Zone 9A anymore. I am now in Zone 9B because the new plant hardiness charts have come out, which I will be talking about soon. Came out a couple weeks ago. And yeah, so I'm no longer in Zone 9A. I am now in Zone 9B. So kind of cool. If y'all enjoyed this video, like it, share it, hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this channel yet. I would absolutely appreciate y'all joining all of us on this journey of gardening together. Everyone take care, God bless. I'll talk to y'all again real soon.